be forgotten. And that's our sagas used to say. And when I'm starting to speak about a little bit about this exhibition, about Elie Wiesel, I must say a few words about Limmud and Elie Wiesel. Because whatever Limmud is doing regarding Elie Wiesel is to fight against Chazal about our sagas idea that the death, the man who passed away, will be forgotten. For Limmud, Elie Wiesel is in life. And when this exhibition is moving from Moscow to Kazan, from Kazan to Toronto, from Toronto to Melbourne, from Melbourne to London, and to many, many other cities, Elie Wiesel became alive for the people, for the Jewish world. And I must say, Elie Wiesel fought all his life for the memory of the Holocaust. He fought that everybody will remember the Holocaust, that the Holocaust will not be as a regular event on the Jewish history. Limmud continued the fight, but they are fighting that Elie Wiesel will be not a regular person on the Jewish history. That Elie Wiesel will remain as a special man for us and a model for us, how to be a very proud Jew in this world of the 21st century. Elie Wiesel is a teacher for us. His books, his articles, whatever he did, must be a model for us in order to know how to remain Jews and to help other Jews. And you know, Limmud is dealing with, it's called Limmud FSU. FSU is initial former Soviet Union. I do believe that Elie Wiesel was the most important fighter for the Soviet Jewry. Whatever he did, nobody else did in the whole last 50 years. Whatever he did was a basic, even for the State of Israel and for the world Jewry, how to free the Jews from Russia. So when the exhibition is here, from my point of view, I think that it's more and more important that young people will come and will learn something about Elie Wiesel in order that we will know that what he did, we have, as a Jews, we must continue. He didn't finish the job. He did as much as he can. We have an obligation to continue the way of life of Elie Wiesel. Let's hope that by Limmud FSU and by this exhibition and by any activities, we will learn how to continue Elie Wiesel lives for the future. Thank you very much.
I really want to thank Dr. Yoel Rappel that he has done this great exhibition together with us, but most of his a personal document he put together. And as you see, there is a quote from every book of his. And we thank you very much, Dr. Rappel, for this. The last speaker tonight, because we want to make it short, but focus on this great personality of Elie Wiesel. I would like to speak at the chairman of the Board of Deputies, Advocate Jonathan Ekos. Please.
Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me enormous pleasure to open this exhibition on behalf of the Jewish community of the United Kingdom, and I hope many people see it. I want to pay tribute to Limmud FSU for the remarkable achievements that it has clocked up in the last few years, culminating in the first European conference that took place over the weekend in Windsor. I was privileged to be part of it last night and this morning. 700 Russian-speaking Jews thirsting for knowledge in the way that all of us who love and appreciate Limmud have come to admire so much. And I cannot help but reflect that it was Elie Wiesel who wrote The Jews of Silence in 1965, before most of the Jewish world had even woken up to the fact that there was a community cut off in the Soviet Union who in some way wanted to commune, and they didn't know how to do it. Elie Wiesel, of blessed memory, who stood as such a seminal figure, such an ambassador for world Jewry, he said, when I went to the Soviet Union, I realized that instead of becoming a testimony for the dead, I had to become a messenger for the living. What a great man to have understood something and spoken such a profound truth. And what happened to those Jews of silence? The Jews of silence found their voice. I believe it was one of the great seminal events of Jewish history, not just modern Jewish history, Jewish history, how a community of some 3 million, almost lost in the former Soviet Union, became the Jews who woke up and spoke up. 1 million of them now in Eretz Yisrael and more elsewhere. And more recently, Limmud has linked up with that community and that community with Limmud. And it must be a marriage made in heaven. And Limmud, as you said, Chaim, one of our great British inventions, and therefore I'm so pleased to see here tonight those who are here from Limmud FSU, but I'm particularly pleased to see here tonight Clive Lawton, who was one of the founding visionaries without whom Limmud simply would not have been possible. Clive, really, we appreciate you so much. And how fitting it was that Clive received the Order of the British Empire from Her Majesty the Queen for everything that he has done. That is no mean honour in United Kingdom life. So, friends, this exhibition I hope will be seen by many people. It will perpetuate the memory of Elie Wiesel, Yehi Zichron Livracha, and it will also, I think, bring home to us the work of Limmud FSU and the work of Limmud. May it go from strength to strength, and l'chaim to Limmud FSU, to Sandy Khan, and to all those associated with it who are so modest, and to Chaim, who's not so modest, but very much associated with it. And Chaim, that's not a criticism, because it wouldn't happen without you. Thank you for welcoming us here, and let us in turn welcome you, l'chaim.
Okay, I just would like to make an historical picture. Jonathan, come back to the floor. Yoel Rappel, please. My partner Sandra Kahn, Diane Wall, the chairman of the JW3. Please, we want to take a group picture. Clive Lawton, Elliot, Andrew, Raymond. Let's have an historical picture. We need this one out. Hysterical.